Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was looking to knock out my dailies, or at least a daily, which shouldn't take me that long. I need 6 more white or green spells to knock out this one, and I'm looking at keeping a clip on it today. I have a spa date. I'm looking for some R&R. And it should be a nice relaxing evening of some light and or maybe heavy drinking with some wonderful ladies. That I do not like the looks of, which is quite unfortunate. Almost have to return Elspeth. Was wondering about returning her smite. Get a replacement. I have a Caretaker's Talent, which until I can actually get some token generation going, doesn't do me a lot. Heir Apparent. No attacks. I was actually questioning, I probably should have played my Cosmogrand. For the one, Heir Apparent. This is probably not going to be my game. I don't really have the control to be able to deal with it. And it's going to get wide fast. So I'm assuming he's basically just going to drop another... He's playing a rabbit deck. Heir Apparent. I don't recognize the back of his card. He's now going to get 3 more tokens, or 2 more tokens. And he can do it again if he has the mana. Which puts him way wider than I can deal with. Gift a tapped fish. And Exercise, which I can't really use against any of his stuff because it is more than he can do. 4 or greater. If I can copy the token he gave me, which is going to give me card draw. And that was basically what I needed. At this point, I'm still pretty sure it's his game. I didn't realize it was still waiting on me. He is going wide. I'm just questioning the legitimacy when he pushes here. He gets an Enduring Innocence, which means when he plays another creature, he gets to draw. And I'm wondering about saving my tokens for next round, or so now when I attack, I can exile his enchantment. Not sure what he's looking for to be able to protect it. I'm assuming he actually has a hexproof. what did he get? Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter added. And here I'm assuming he's going to push with it as an attack, and I can void it with Elspeth's Smite. Let's see what he's actually up to. No blocks. So I can create a token that's a copy, get 2 cards. When you gain life for the first time, here's what I was actually hoping to do. Because, yeah. Moving on. Unlocking the other half of that room just puts a damper in it. I was questioning there, did I count right, or I left myself at 1 health? That was a pretty close call. And here's the thing I was saying about the bug. This should not be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles orb, it should be the normal orb. And when I go into my pass, it should have been this orb that they gave me. There are quite a few, in some ways, graphical bugs, or I ran into one the other day where it was highlighting cards that I didn't have selected in my deck. It was definitely doing some weird things. And then even when I went into my deck here, it hovered over cards and I couldn't read the stuff here. When I did my Phantom Jump In, I definitely got some graphical bugs all over the place. That, yeah, I don't know. Neither here nor there. I was questioning trying to do one more quick run with this. I know I did say I wanted to keep a clip on it. But I probably have about 10 more minutes here. Ideally, it'd be about 6. And then I can just call it. I can get into the Dollmaker shop. I have the Helpful Hunter. I can do the Authority of Councils. He's playing Cloud. And white-blue. Get my Helpful Hunter out early. And next round I can start the attack. I don't recognize it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has for 15 exile it, and you control target opponent during their next turn. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is this creature's power. And this will just get me a token. The Dollmaker shop. And anything he brings in is going to come in tapped. Let's see about a second Helpful Hunter. I'm surprised I got 3. Void is thing. Get another token out of the deal. And I'm just about wide enough that I can end it. I need 6 to unlock the other half of that room, which leaves me 1 mana shy. I'm assuming he's going to steal my Dollmaker shop. Nice. The Helpful Hunter. If he names it Defender, I can void him. which gets me my Dollmaker shot back. But at this point, I'm actually after Elspeth. I have the 5 needed for her, and there's not a lot he can do about it. So, he's looking to get rid of it again. Thinking. And in some ways, this deck is kind of cheap. Or, I mean, the helpful hunters are cheap. Elspeth itself is expensive. So, I can unlock the first half. Create a treasure token. And this is going to create... Misunderstood that. Whenever one or more non-token creatures, you gotta create one. I thought there I'd actually be creating more than one. Split up. Nice. At a certain point I can just do Elspeth. And with 3 or greater lands, am I right? And there, I'm not sure. Oh, I got the 2 tokens from Elspeth out. Double strike. And I can, yeah, unlock the other half of my room and be done. Platinum tier 3, or one of the reasons I was looking at this deck is that it either wins fast or it loses fast. For how much I like the mechanic on my Seek deck, I played that half-hour game and it was fun, but it was also like, man, if I was playing my landfall deck, I could have gotten 5 or 6 games in that amount of time. And if my objective is to grind my ranking, I really need to be looking at like wins per minute, if you will, and having a faster deck is going to help grind that ranking significantly more than having, I guess, a stronger, slower deck, because if I can get it in 10 hours versus 100 hours, I mean, that's a huge difference. So, either way, I'm actually pretty happy with how my token deck is holding up. Feels maybe a little mana rich at this point, but without giving it about a dozen tries, it's going to be hard to say. But yeah, with that, I'm looking forward to some Magic in the future and nice time in a hot tub.